Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. All right. I am ready to get this party started. I'll be live probably about 25, maybe 30 minutes at the most. My guess is probably about 25 minutes. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are here tuned in live to Coach Steele's finance training. And of course, I am Coach Steele. And so we're happy to have you here at Coach Steele's finance training, always talking about financial literacy, trying to take the complicated things and simplify them, dumb them down as easy as possible so that we can reach a wide range of people and help them out when it comes to financial literacy. It won't take up much of your time today. It is the holidays, and I know a lot of people are watching football. But as you are tuned in, watching football, spending time with family, and scrolling through your phone, feel free to stop for about 20 minutes while we just talk about financial literacy. I hope your holidays and spending time with your family and loved ones, or even if you're by yourself, guess what? You're live here with me. And I hope everything is going well for you. Hope everyone is having a nice time. Of course, there are some people that still have to work. Everything can't be shut down. Some people still have critical, important jobs that have to be taken care of. And we appreciate each and every person that works in those capacities. But as we're here live today, I want to talk about, being thankful and talking about financial literacy and a lot of the things that we are thankful for in this time, in this season. So as you're tuning in and listening on today, you can write in the comment section. And of course, where can you write it in? I am live on Facebook under my Facebook name, Simon Steele, or you can tune in and watch this live on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Coach Steele's Finance Training. And on that YouTube channel, you'll find plenty of other videos there on the YouTube channel that's talking about financial literacy, real estate, investing, dividend stocks, how to get out of debt, name it, plethora, budgeting, eliminating debt. A lot of good videos, content, information that you can find on the YouTube channel. So while you're listening in live, what I want you to do, whether it's on either platform, I'll be able to see the comments on either side. I want you to write in the comment section some of the things that you are thankful for right now, some things that you are appreciative of, some things that you are happy about, some things that keep you in a state of humility because you are thankful of those things. What are some of the things that you are thankful for right now in this time and season? And so no matter what holiday you celebrate or not, you can still take a moment to think about some things that you are appreciative of. And when I think about some of the things that I'm thankful for, what's pretty cool is I do have a lot of family over at my house right now. And I'm thankful that God has blessed me with the capacity to be able to host these people, my family, today at my house. That God has blessed me with real estate, property, a home that I can share with other people. And so even though God has blessed me with something, it is not for me to keep to myself, but it is to share with others. And so I'm excited about being able to share with others the blessings that God has given me. And so a lot of times when we are blessed financially, it's not just for us to keep and to hoard to ourselves, but it is to do the work that He has called us to do. And so you can always share with others. There's many of you during this holiday season that have probably donated money so that other people can eat. There's many of you that have donated turkeys, canned goods, you name it, to different churches, to different ministries, to different organizations, so that other people will have a meal and be able to have a healthy day as well. And so it's a great feeling when you know that not only are you able to feed yourselves, but financially you are blessed to be able to help other people. So there's so much for us to be thankful for right now in this time and season. And so as we continue to talk about, this season, Thanksgiving, what we're thankful for, and things of that nature, you know, I also want everyone to start thinking about December. And this is a crucial time to start thinking about December. And I want to talk about it more uh, as we continue to go further into December. But going into December, it's very crucial right now. You have to understand that when we talk about the holidays, when we talk about coming into Christmas, there's going to be a lot of marketing. There's going to be a lot of advertising. There's going to be, because when we talk about America and in other cultures as well, this is something that's celebrated, globally. The Christmas season brings about a lot of marketing and advertising in hopes to get people to buy items, spend a lot of money. And you're going to hear phrases like Black Friday. That's because we spend so much money that businesses go from red back into black, which is a good thing financially for them to be in the black. We're in the positive, they're making money. And so not only, are businesses doing that, but you want to make sure that you conduct yourself in this time and season that your finances are in the black as well. We don't want our finances in the red. We don't want to be negative. We don't want to be in the hole. We want to be in the positive. So don't spend so much that you take care of the stores and the stores are in the black and then you yourself are in the red. And I want to say hello to Tasha Smith. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just going to be live for, maybe about 10 more minutes talking about financial literacy. I know the Cowboys are on at your house right now, Tasha. Well, actually, wherever y'all are at, I'm sure that the Cowboys are being watched right now. So I definitely thank and appreciate you for tuning in. So as we talk about what to be thankful for in this season, in the comment section, you can just write some of the things that you are thankful for, some things that you are appreciative of in this time and season. And some of the things you're appreciative of or thankful for, it may not be finances. It may be the time you get to spend with family. For some people, it may be the finances. Everybody's thing that they are thankful for is going to be different. And so as we continue to move forward and talk about different things in this season, like I mentioned, December, we have to dissect and go through December with a fine-tooth comb, because December is going to attempt to attack your finances harder than any month than we usually see throughout the year. Usually November, December can be very, very hard on the finances. And so as we come towards the end of November, I really want everyone to be very patient and diligent when you look at the month of December and how you're going to handle your finances in the month of December. I want you to understand that when it comes to the behavior and the habits that you have financially, you can disrupt those behaviors and habits if it's going to put you in a better positive situation. So for example, you're going to have an opportunity to buy gifts. You're going to have an opportunity to do this, to do that, to participate in giveaways, you name it. If your finances are not set up to do that, then do not allow your pride to get in the way. It's okay to tell people, hey, I cannot participate in this gift exchange. I cannot participate in this gift giveaway. If financially you have goals, if financially you're struggling right now, it's okay to have that conversation with your family, your kids, your loved ones, and say, this year I cannot do that. It's okay to say no. Will you be judged? Maybe. Will they look at you a certain way? Maybe. But at the end of the day, you're doing what's best for you and your finances. There's plenty of times years ago, I had to talk to my kids and say, hey, we are not going to spend hundreds of dollars on gifts because it's just not wise. We're not going to spend a bunch of money on gifts. It's not wise right now. Financially, we have other things that are taking priority. And so you have to be careful not to swipe that credit card, because with swiping that card, you're putting yourself in a position to be behind the power curve. We cannot account for money that has not come in yet to take care of the debt that we want to create today. And so what happens with a lot of people is we say, well, I'll swipe and run my card up now, and then in maybe 2 or 3 months when I get my tax returns, then I'll pay it off. And so we're trying to account for funds that are not present to make up for money that we're trying to spend now that isn't ours. So we have to be very strategic there. Okay, so Anitra says, I'm truly grateful for this time with family and this time of rest and relaxation before getting back to work. I know that's right. There's nothing wrong with being happy of just having a break from work, being able to breathe, come up for air. And so being able to rest and relax so that you can jump back in and continue to run this race. So I just want everyone to think about that and challenge themselves to set their budget for December. Set yourself in a position to have a successful December. Set yourself in a position to have cash flow, to have a profit, to be able to show that you have money left over at the end of the month after everything is taken care of and paid for. Maybe, in December, instead of buying hundreds of dollars worth of gifts, maybe you will knock out hundreds of dollars worth of debt or pay off something, pay off a car, add an extra payment towards your mortgage payment. Be able to walk away from the month of December saying, hey, I've made progress. I've made success in this area financially. And so in December, we don't have to go in the red. We can go into the positive. We can go in the black. Now, next thing I want to talk about is I want you to remember early in the month of November, if you've been tuning in, I did give you a challenge for the month of November. We're doing good on time, guys. Might be able to get out of here in about 5 to 7 more minutes. And so we've been on for about 12 minutes. The month of November, early November, probably around November 10th or 11th, we had a challenge. And what I did was I said, can you comb through your budget and eliminate at least 5% of your debt expense? So for example, if in 1 month you spend, let's say $5,000 on bills, expenses, and debt, right? If your monthly expenses for all your bills, expenses, debt, things like that, if it is $5,000 a month you spend on bills and expenses, well, 10% of that is $500. Well, if we look at 5%, which is what I believe that's the goal that I mentioned, see if you can eliminate 5% of your bills or expenses. 5% of that would be $50. So think about this. So comb through your budget and see if you can creatively eliminate at least 5% of those expenses. And so that was the goal for the month of November. And we're going to try to do that again for the month of December. If your expenses are $6,000 a month, then 10% of that is $600, but we want to eliminate at least 5%. So half of that 600 is $300. So, and I may have messed up the first one. So if 10% is 500, then half of that, is $250. I said $50. I apologize for that. I think I messed that up. But anyway, let's see, because I don't want to tell y'all a story. So let me get that right real quick. 5,000. Yeah, $250. So sorry about that math earlier. I said $50 when it should have been $250. So that's the challenge. See if you can eliminate at least 5% of your expenses in December. So that was the goal in November. So if you didn't do it in November, try to do it in December. All right. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Also, like I said, when you jump in the live, if you can, just write something that you're grateful for, something that you're appreciative of in this time. Not necessarily anything to do with this holiday or Thanksgiving or not, whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, but just in general, what is something that you're thankful for, appreciative about in this season, whether it's about finances, whether it's about opportunities, whether it's job opportunities, whether it's family, you name it. All right. Appreciate you watching in, Kashana Johnson and John Johnson. So appreciate y'all tuning in, husband and wife. tag teaming, and they are on the YouTube. They're on YouTube Live watching that. All right, I like that. And so I'm glad that I have an opportunity to give you either option, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, to be able to tune in. Mr. John and Mrs. Kashana Johnson, what are you grateful for? What are you appreciative of in this season that we're in right now? Whether it's today or what's to come, or things that you dealt with in 2024. What are you thankful for? Health, life, and strength. Yes. All of those are important, because if you have life, you want to have some strength. And if you have life, you want to have good health as well. And so appreciate you all tuning in. We are talking about preparing for the month of December and being able to have those hard conversations with family and loved ones if you need to. I'm telling you, I've done it for years ago. And I don't have a problem with doing it now, but years ago, and I had young kids, 3 kids. I did not mind telling them. I would just tell them. And of course, some people think this is mean, but it was what we needed to do during that time and that season, which was, we are not buying Christmas gifts. And it was so funny. I remember when they were younger, I would ask them, I said, okay, why are y'all celebrating Christmas? And they said, well, it's the birth of Christ. I said, oh, okay. Oh, Miss Ivy, that's my friend. Ivy says she's grateful to hear your voice. Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot. And so when we talk about what my kids were saying, they were saying, well, it's Jesus' birthday. We're celebrating the birth of Christ. And that's why we're celebrating Christmas. I said, okay, well, tell me this. When is somebody's birthday? When is someone's birthday? Who gets gifts? And they said, well, I said, because when it's your birthday, who gets the gifts? They said, I do. Whoever's birthday it is, they get the gifts. I said, well, if it's the birth of Christ and we're celebrating his birthday, then why are y'all trying to get gifts on his birthday? Why can't he get the gifts? Just think about that real quick. Think about that while I read what Tasha Smith said. Thankful for my family, health, friends, life, and my church family. Yes, we have a good church family, and we have an awesome pastor at Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. And if you don't have a church home and you pass through Hinesville, or you need a church to visit, just stop by 1370 Shaw Road, Mount Zion. And if you can't, then just go on YouTube, and you can watch on YouTube or Facebook. Just type in Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Hinesville, Georgia. Anyway, so when they realized that it was the birth of Christ, they kind of hesitated. They were kind of like, oh, okay, it is the birth of Christ. We're celebrating his birthday, but we still want gifts on his birthday. So they had to come to a realization that, hold on, well, this kind of isn't fair. It doesn't make sense, but we still want gifts because everybody else is getting gifts. So now it wasn't that they realized, okay, well, technically, it's somebody else's birthday, but we want gifts because in this season, that's what it seems like is supposed to happen. So now the logic has changed, and they got to a routine of understanding and appreciating the family time and not necessarily hunting for a gift. And so, after about a year or two of doing that, it wasn't difficult at all. And so they understood. It became the norm. You create the culture in your house. Don't let the outside culture of the world create culture in your house. Ooh, I like that right there. Whatever I just said, replay it back in your head. Say it to yourself, because it was good to me. So you have to create the culture and the financial environment and culture in your house. Do not let the outside world influence and create a negative financial mentality and culture on your house that is not productive for your household. There's a lot of good things to go and learn, and there's some bad things and practices that we take into our house that we shouldn't do. Just because you see the neighbor do it doesn't mean you have to do it. And so when you get to a better place financially, then you can add certain elements and things to your situation, to your financial home, add things into your finances in your house when it makes sense. Yes, we do have a great church family. All right, so let's see what else we got here. A few more things to cover. Good evening, Mr. Jeff. And so as we continue to dive in here, I got two more things to go over. Like I said, we have the challenge, and some of you have done the challenge, some of you haven't. Make sure you hit that up. And a friendly reminder to everyone again, friendly reminder. And you don't have to take my advice, but you probably should. Get a high yield interest savings account. Put your money in that high yield interest savings account. The high yield interest savings account, immediately, if you put $50 in that savings account within the first 14 days, they're going to give you $25 for free. So why should you do this? One, your money is going to make more interest every month. So long term, you're going to make more money. Number two, the bank is giving away free money. So take that free money, take the $25 they're going to give you when you follow their directions, and use that money. I don't know, you can go continue to build up your savings, or you can go buy some stocks, some shares in it, whether it's Tesla, Amazon, Johnson & Johnson, cryptocurrency. You have all kind of options of what you can do with that money. So in my description, on whether it's on YouTube or in the Facebook page on this YouTube video, there's a link for a high yield interest savings account. Open up that account, and then you can become an affiliate of this high yield interest savings account, this bank, and then you can give your link out for people to sign up and get a high yield interest savings account, and they will compensate you as an affiliate. You can make money. And so it's another easy way to make money on the side without having to clock in somewhere. And so in about 1 month, the benefits, the bonuses, and the commissions that this bank gave me from setting up a high yield interest savings account in 1 month, I have made at least $1,050 extra in 1 month. And so, of course, yes, I have proof of that, and I have a bank statement, so it shows it. And so that's an extra $1,050 that I made, over $1,000 that I made extra in 1 month. So I can continue to make this extra money on my own, or you all can participate in it as well. And when we talk about being thankful, being grateful, one of the last things that I want to talk about today is a conversation I had with a young boy in Cameroon today. And so his name is Perez Ngio. So that's his last name. And so when I was talking to Perez, I asked him, one of the first things I asked Perez today, and they are 6 hours ahead of us. So right now in Cameroon, it's like 1:23 a.m. But I was talking to him a few hours ago. When I was talking to Perez, I said, what did you eat today? And Perez is now 11 years old. He's 11 years old now. His sister is 13. And when I was talking to Perez and he told me what he was eating today, I told him what I was eating today. And he said the only thing he ate today was plantain. And I was sitting there looking at him, and I was like, yeah, but what else did you eat today, Perez? And Perez said, once again, he said, and I adopted him. He calls me Dad. And he said, Daddy, I only ate plantains. I said, okay, I know you ate plantains, Perez, but like, did you have some rice with it? Did you have fish with it? And he said, the rice is finished. We don't have any more rice, is what he was saying. I said, did you put some soup with it? He said, no. And then he went and grabbed some bread while we were on the phone, and he just started eating on, just this ball of bread. And so all he had been eating today was plantains and a little ball of bread. And then his sister, Blessing, she went and grabbed some bread too and started eating on the bread. And I told him, I said, go wake up your grandmother, because he lives with his grandmother. And I was talking with his grandmother, and I said, what did y'all eat today? And so Perez, Blessing, and Ma Rose, their grandmother, they live in Cameroon. They live in a small town in Cameroon. And they don't live, the kids don't live with their parents, they live with their grandmother. And so she works hard on a farm, but the farm is currently on a strike. And the owners of this farm, they're not feeding the people. I mean, they're not paying the people. So So right now there's a strike going on. And so it's a difficult situation, right? And so when you find out that these kids and this older lady have had nothing but plantains all day, and if you don't know what a plantain is, to me, I kind of equate it to being like the cousin of a banana. And so it was pretty sad hearing that. And I thank God. One of the things that I'm truly grateful for, one of the things I'm truly appreciative of, is there are people that know me. There are people that are part of my church family, the church that we've just mentioned and talked about. There are people from my church family that have donated money. Some of them do it every month. Some people do it periodically. Sometimes people do it when I'm speaking. They will donate funds to Cameroon for people who do not have enough food, people who cannot support themselves, people who do not have clothes. And then in this situation today, to hear that, at least, and that the great grandmother lives in the house as well. So at least 4 people in that household. When you talk about Perez, Blessing, the grandmother and the great grandmother, to be in that house and all they had all day was plantains. And many people in America today have had probably 2 or 3 plates of food. And so what I'm saying is I am thankful and grateful to people that have donated and given funds so that when I find a problem or issue or shortage in Cameroon, I'm able to dispatch money out to a whole nother country. I'm able to reach out globally and be able to meet the needs of someone that may not have enough. And so one of the things I'm happy for, the people who have donated, the people who do give, the people who do pray for people in Cameroon, because everyone can't always give, but you can always pray. And so all of that combined, I was able to send money out to Perez today so that tomorrow they can go and buy groceries. And I cannot do that by myself, but because of the support of others, I was able to do that. And so today I'm eating salmon. I love grilling salmon. And so one of the things I did was I said, Perez, I said, if I eat good, you eat good. You're not going to not eat well, and I'm eating well. And so I sent that money out and I told them, go buy groceries tomorrow. And so Ma Rose is going to go buy some groceries and food for the house so that they will eat well tomorrow. Now, as far as Thanksgiving, as we know it as a holiday, in Cameroon, that's not something that they celebrate or do there. So I'm excited and grateful and appreciative of the circle of people I have around me and the people that donate and give, that we are able to make sure that other people can eat and have globally. People that we may not ever meet, see, touch, have a conversation with. I have so many unselfish people in my circle that have a mind and a heart that I do to be able to help other people, knowing that we will never get anything in return, knowing that we don't have to expect anything in return. I have loved people around me that have a love and compassion for others. So I think that is just amazing on today. And as I wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you as we get ready to close out December 2024. I want you all to finish strong financially. I want you to give it the best that you got. Are there going to be potential stumbling blocks or financial issues along the way? It might. There may be potential stumbling blocks or issues, but we're going to continue to press and push our way through all of those things. You have to remember, and I want you to understand this spiritually, that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It may form, but it doesn't mean that it will prosper. So don't be intimidated by roadblocks. Don't be intimidated by things and issues that stand in the way. As an individual, there are certain things you have to do financially every month. As a couple, there's certain things you have to do financially every month. But for couples, it looks different for individuals, because the Bible talks about how can 2 walk together unless they agree. Financially, couples, and I know I've been married for over 23 years. When you have to get on the same page financially, it takes both of you being humble. It takes both of you communicating. It takes both people making sacrifices to get to that destination together. And so I just want to encourage you on today to make the right decisions, make the right choices that benefit your family and doesn't benefit Walmart. Make the right choices that benefit your family and doesn't benefit Target. Make the right choices that benefit your family and it doesn't benefit Amazon Prime. Make the right choices that benefit you and it doesn't benefit all of these online places that are trying to get your money and advertise for you to get this, that, and the other. Do something special for you and your family, and that is being able to give yourself time and room to breathe financially. For some of you who are not struggling financially, you're doing okay. Guess what? This message is not for you, but it is a message that you can pass to other people who may be struggling financially. It is a message that you can continue to share on your social media platforms. You can share this with other people that you know. You can tag other people that you know that may be needing financial literacy, financial information. And so I definitely appreciate you all tuning in. I'm going to let you get back to your football game. I don't know if the Cowboys are winning or losing right now. And so whether you're rooting for the Cowboys or you're rooting for the Giants or whoever else plays later, I think Miami plays later on the day. I forgot who they play. But either way, did you see the Detroit Lions barely win? Detroit Lions tried to give the game away, but the Bears didn't want it. For some reason, the quarterback decided not to snap the ball and ran the clock down. So anyway, I'm sure that's going to be on ESPN and all over the place and on videos and everything. But don't get distracted by all this glitz and glam and the lights and everything else going on in this season. Do what's best for you and your family. Nitra says, thanks for the reminder and the encouragement. And also, happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Mr. Tony Sherman. Once again, guys, easy money, high yield interest savings account. Follow directions, put at least $50 in there within the first 14 days, get $25. There's other benefits that you can get depending on what instructions you follow. If you have at least $5,000 of direct deposits go into that account within the first 25 days, they'll give you an additional $300 bonus. It's free money. You can become an affiliate and pass out, distribute your affiliate link to that high yield interest savings account. When people click on that link and they set up their high yield interest savings account and they follow the right directions, you'll get $75. And what am I telling you all? Once again, I made $1,050, over $1,000 in a month time frame, just by using the financial institution and the benefits that presented itself. I'm going to continue to put out information and creative ways for you to get free money to use it to invest or pay your bills and expenses. And so we're going to use the bank's money to be successful. We're going to use the bank's benefits to be able to put more money back in our pockets to grow wealth. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Once again, in the comment section, write down the things that you are grateful for. Write down the things that you are appreciative of in this season. Does anyone have any questions? And remember also, I'll be live on Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. EST, I'll be live Saturday, 9 a.m. So I will be going live. Last Saturday, we talked about asset hopping and growing your money, growing your wealth through assets and how to maneuver funds and money from one asset to the next to continue to grow that wealth and hopes to create passive income so that you can use that passive income for whatever it is you want to use it for, whether it's retiring, whether it's traveling, whether it's giving to others, you name it. So guys, it's been an awesome time. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday, but I am off tomorrow, so who knows? I may go live tomorrow on Friday. So if you catch it, great. If not, sometimes I'll do a replay next week. Usually I do my replays on Tuesday evenings. See, look at that. Mr. Tony Sherman, I'm trying to tell you, he got the free $25. So now he can be an affiliate. So now he got the $25. Now he's going to take his link and send it to his loved ones, his circle of people, his family members. He may even post it on social media. Tony Sherman is thankful for good health. So then when he goes and shares his affiliate link, so when you set up that account, at the top you're going to see a gift basket. It's going to look like a gift, and it's got like a bow on it, like an icon. You click on that, and you're able to copy your link, and you can send that link out to people that you know. When he sends that out, when they follow the instructions, he's going to get $75. Guess what? 25 plus 75 is 100. So Tony Sherman, in probably less than a month, is going to have an extra $100 in his account simply because he just followed directions. The banks are giving away free money, and it's our chance and opportunity to make this money. Some people are probably asking other people for money. Some people are asking other people for, hey, can you just give me $20? You're cheating yourself. Don't ask for 20. Set up a high yield interest savings account, get $25, become an affiliate, and make $75 every time someone signs up, potentially. So you could potentially get more money by putting your fingers to work than asking someone for money. That's why knowledge, information can be more powerful than handing a handout, than receiving a handout, because now you're learning to fish on your own instead of someone handing you a fish. Anitra says, other things I'm grateful for: growth, discipline, health, life strength, and new opportunities. That's something that I'm excited about as well, is new opportunities. I am so excited and happy about new opportunities in this season. I believe wherever I am now is like, I've come so far when it comes to financial literacy and education and being in a better place to be able to maintain and help my family. But where I'll be 2, 3, 4 years from now, like I'll be looking down at this point that I'm at now. And so I'm excited about the new opportunities that are going to elevate me and push me even further to be able to give back and to be able to help others and spread good, positive information to be able to help other people. And so as we close out on today, if no one else has anything else to say about what they're thankful for as you're tuning in, if you're watching the replay, still put in what you're thankful for in here. I watch and look at all the comments that are left in here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's all love. You didn't have to. You're spending time with family, loved ones, watching football and any other sports that could potentially be on. But catch me Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. I will have a new conversation about financial literacy.